we're here with Glow Paris, and I have a new guest and a new artist. Her name is Rain. So let's say hello to Rain. And it's crazy because I have a friend. I told you I have a friend, but y'all guys have to it's spelled differently. But you guys both are Rain.
Yes.
I have two Rain, actually three Rains in my life. With my cousin too. Her name is Doreen, but it's Rain. But anyways, let's get back to this. And I was telling her earlier, I forgot my binder. I had everything planned out. We were talking about this for a while now, and I forgot it. But we're gonna wing it out.
I actually had to edit this really quick, like 5 minutes before I got here.
Oh, shit. You hear that? That's dedication. Okay. So Rain is an actual artist. She uses her hands, and of course, you know that comes from using your brain, visualizing, and having some type of art connection. You can't just be. You gotta like dedication, the passion, and the time, because it's hard work. And me as a fellow artist myself, I know sometimes it takes months. Sometimes it can take years before you can finish a piece, because just like writers that for music, you get writer's block, you get artist block. It's like, hold on, wait, I can't finish it yet. If you do finish it, it might end up fucked up.
Right. It doesn't have the same spark that if you were out of that block.
Exactly.
Like when you have a block in your creative flow, it's not just, oh, I don't feel like creating. It's like the brain and the hands aren't connected in a way that is lucid and flowing and free.
I heard that lucid, that word lucid. But yes, she's absolutely freaking right. Like I tell people that all the time. It's the same thing with my business. If my head is not in that space, I don't want to work. I don't want to put that energy there, because it's not going to be as good as it would if I was actually in that element, in that space.
Yes.
So boom, she leading this interview already. But I would like you to introduce yourself, say your name, where you're from, all that good stuff, and what you do.
My name is Raynie, but my artist name is Rainy Days. On Instagram and TikTok, I am Rainy Days 333, because those angel numbers.
Exactly. I love the angel numbers.
Yes, I see them all the time. Every time I'm driving, I'm always like, oh, there's one.
Every time I look at the clock, I'm like, oh, look at the angel.
Look at that.
My message.
420 is definitely an angel number.
You already know.
I was born in Illinois, but I moved to Virginia when I was really, really young. So I pretty much grew up in Northern Virginia, kind of like south of DC, but in a town that nobody really knows. And
small in the corner somewhere.
Yeah.
I like towns like that though. You know, you can be to yourself, but then sometimes you want to branch out. But I get it.
Yeah. Honestly, I was a weird kid. I didn't so like in my small town, I didn't have like a lot of friends, or the friends that I did have wouldn't stick around.
I guess it's like that with us artists.
It really is. And it really was the anime too. It like everybody shit on me for watching Attack on Titan when I was 12 years old, and now Attack on Titan is like the #1 anime. And
Exactly.
I'm like, I called that shit season 1. I watched that on Tsunami, dedicated.
It's like my best friend.
Listen.
She be on it. And it's crazy because, like you said, things that we were on and people call us weird for, now it's like, oh yeah, let's get like, girl, I've been on that and you said it was whack.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, have you seen this? Like, are you cool like this? And I'm like, yeah, I was cool before you thought it was cool.
Period. Like, the hell you talking about? I've been on it.
Yeah.
You've been on it. You just now coming on the wave line. But yeah, definitely, I get it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pause it. So boom, yeah, we have to take a little pause. You know, we gotta split the videos up. But you were talking, making sure my mic is on. But okay, so she had, like we were talking about, you know, your dedication. You have to have your mind in your hands, and you have to be in that element for everything to like sink in, for the art to actually turn out beautifully. You don't want it to just be a blah, and people be like, okay, so it was good, but just like a song, you know, it was good, and then I don't know what happened after that. But yeah, so you were introducing yourself. You said you were from Illinois, in a small little town. People found you weird a little bit because of the anime stuff or whatever. But and look, everybody and their mama is on anime now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand that. But go ahead.
So after high school, I went into this really dark phase of my life, and after that, I was able to get out, which was great. Like, it was fine, but like it was just not something that my spirit was in. I was so suppressed during that time, and my art still survived, which was really important to me. I had time to create art because, like, there were blessings within that situation, blessings in disguise, and it it was all a ruse, essentially. Not necessarily a ruse, but yeah, it was just clouded in manipulation. And after that, I was I found myself more dedicated in being committed to not ever having to rely on somebody. And that's where I started to see my art kind of start to decline a little bit. And to get out of that, I stopped making my art for other people. And that was it. And I don't know why it took me so long.
It takes us time to learn ourselves, especially as women, because we have certain expectations, or we think that people have certain expectations for us as well. So we're trying to combine the both. Like, okay, we got to look good for society, making sure he wasn't going to hit my car. Don't hit the car. For society, but as well, we want to be ourselves with it. We want to be unique. We still want to be able to follow our dreams and still have people look at us as a certain way, and not because we're trying to fake anything, but we want the way we feel and think of ourselves to be projected as well as being with society.
Yes, and I have notes on that. So the patriarchal system that we live in. Okay, we're diving in. So, and all of this, I want to say, is coming from somebody who is white bodied. So all of my experience is just the like white woman's experience. And I recently read a book called Ain't I a Woman by Bell Hooks. And that was the first Bell Hooks book that I read, and I swear there's more. Like, I'm literally like, the next time I go to my library, I'm like, I need to look at Bell Hooks. Like, just look up her name and then just go to that section. But Anti a Woman was so good. It was written during the early feminist movement, which white women completely took over because they wanted to keep the system of racism, but not keep the system of misogyny, and never once realized that Black women are the embodiment of racism and misogyny all rolled into one. Like, everything that we teach young girls as a patriarchal society, now add that times 10 and influence more integrated, like all of the things that colonialism taught us. It's all still prevalent. It's all still here.
And a lot of people are talking about it. I see on the internet too, on a lot of podcasts with a lot of people, Black and white, Hispanic.
We're opening our eyes to it.
We're opening, and that's why the government wants to take away a lot of the books and education and articles and videos, anything that's pointing to all these things. They're like, oh, now we got to take this away.
When the Republicans literally released a kids history TV show, and it's all fucking lies. I'm like, you're literally trying to erase the history that is so disgustingly graphic that you're too fragile to hear, but y'all the motherfuckers that did it.
Created it. Yep. And did you hear what Elon Musk's father said the other day?
No, I did not.
This man.
This fucking man. I don't even know what he did. This fucking man.
This fucking man said that Black people chose to be in slavery. And the reason for that is because they were paid with food and a home.
He had a whole ass home. Are you? I want to. Oh,
the person in the podcast said, but were you living in this time? He said, no. Okay. He said, well, did you read anything on it? No. So how the hell how can you say that they chose to be in slavery? We did have people that sold us, Black people that sold their people. But what to their understanding, you have to think about it. The language barrier was a little different. So they might have understood a little bit of what you were saying, but to me, I feel like they thought it was like a temporary thing.
Right.
Like, okay, you need help to build up your society so you can look like us and have a strong buildings, and stuff like that. So I'm thinking that's what they probably thought.
Which
and then
is
eventually
true. Yeah.
Eventually it turned into something else. Even the kings and the queens that were selling their people ended up getting dethroned and into slavery. Yeah. So I mean, yes, they had other people that was left behind that got to continue out the culture or whatever, however, because some of them didn't, some of the cultures have died out. But you said they chose to get on these ships, be beaten, and be in the cold weathers of things, and dying of diseases they never heard of. And
that makes me want to set fire to things that I really shouldn't be setting fire to. But no, actually the people who would take the boats back and forth, their specific goal was to break these people.
Yeah.
And they were fucking ruthless. And literally
treated them like garbage.
Treated them like literal animals that didn't
it's so sensitive, but it's it has to be spoken about.
It has to be well, I'm not really I just need to learn. That's all I really need to do.
Yeah. And that's what we're all here for. This is why we meet people. This is why we get to know each other's backgrounds, cultures, where we come from. So we have an understanding of people's mental. Yes. And this is what I explain to friends and my son and family, is that you have to remember what you're going through personally and mentally. Other people are going through things. They might not show it, they might not talk about it, but you don't know what they're going through.
Yeah.
So to take somebody off and expect them not to explode and want to go off, and then you be upset like, oh, you're doing too much. You can't tell somebody that they're doing too much. You don't know what they're going through mentally.
Yeah.
Because that could have been the last straw for them. Like, okay, everybody's trying me, I'm gonna flip the fuck out. And this is why we have people shooting up places and out of nowhere mentally just disoriented or whatever, and not giving a fuck about society, to be honest. But it doesn't justify it, but we have to be aware of these things. Like, everybody is not mentally stable or able to carry out being stable. People like me and you, we have a lot of shit going on, but we can still focus on, okay, we got to go to work, we have to do this. If we do that, we know there's a consequence. We have that thing in our brain to tell us, no, this is the right thing to do. Some people don't have it no more. It's gone.
Yep.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I actually do have more notes. And I wanna say, I do consider myself a man hater. And I mostly mean bigoted men. I just happen to think that a lot of men have a lot of bigoted thoughts.
Yes, they do.
And if a man approaches me in a way that is I just want to be respectful, I just want to figure out how can I do better, or I'm not trying to be weird or creepy, but I need help. I don't ever want to dismiss a man reaching out for help.
That's different.
Because the patriarchal society that we live in, and yes, I'm gonna get into it, has taught men that they house the emotion of anger. Women don't get angry. When they get angry, it's dramatic, it's emotional, it's too much. They're being angry as a woman, and to men that's just
Yeah, it's too much.
If a woman gets angry and she starts throwing things, a man's oh well, I could stop her. But if a man gets angry, people could not. And I'm not trying to be all men are aggressive, but you got to look at the statistics. And with that said, in the racist patriarchal society that we live in, we then also project a lot of different things onto different races of men. So we see a black man with a I forget what they're called, but just the face covering. Yeah.
They call them the poo shiesties. They call them the poo shiesties. Okay, yeah.
Most middle class white woman, even a white man, they're gonna be
criminal.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like it's November. Man's probably fucking cold. Like
He's trying to keep his face lubricated. He didn't want
I know when I'm cold, my nose be dripping.
Yeah.
I know, like I don't give a fuck. Like as long as somebody doesn't approach me being like, hey, like if you're up in my face, then I'm scared.
Right. It's not what you say, it's how you say it and how you approach somebody. Body language, how you speak, voice, all of that.
Of it.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. You could be let me tell you something. From a black's perspective, when I was living in New York and I was taking a train, there was this white guy and he sat right next to me and I'm like, why the fuck he sat right next to me?
Why would you sit next
but
to
if
me?
it was a black guy, I would have said the same shit. Like, why are you coming right next to me? But he was just so into asking me so many different questions and stuff. I'm like, okay, now he's being a weirdo. Like, but I was scared as hell. But it wasn't like, oh, it's a white man, I'm so scared. No, because if he had approached
it was a man.
It was a man at first, a man, and if he had approached me in a different manner, maybe I would have been a little softer.
Even if he had like sat across from you and been like, hey, can I ask you a question?
Right.
Like I'm in the mood to talk a little bit. Are you down to talk? Like, it's that simple.
Exactly.
Like, just treat us like fucking humans. If you are a man and you get on the subway and you see another dude that just looks kind of cool, you know? Somebody that you can be like, hey, bro, would you sit right next to him? God forbid your fingers touch his thigh.
Right? Oh my God.
That that'd be so gay. That'd be so gay. I would sit like 3 seats down and be like, "What's up, bro?"
Exactly.
Treat us like that. Like it's that simple. Men just don't see us as human beings.
No, property. We supposed to listen to everything that they say, everything they do. We're supposed to follow in line, and we're Molly made. We're Molly made. Women are supposed to be Molly made and
get back in the kitchen.
Like, that's a fact. And just fall in line with the men. But then when you actually give the men role that they're supposed to be doing, a lot of them, not everyone, but a lot of them, because you still got the good ones out there. You still got the good ones, but a lot of them, oh, that's too much. I got to do all of that.
Why are you asking for shit?
I'm tired. What the fuck you mean? Us women go through menstrual, still have to go to work, still got to wake up, still got to do house chores, still got to function all day. And we're tearing up inside, literally. So I don't want to hear all those excuses. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yes, no, I 100% agree, but this is another conversation that would 100% be solved with presentation. Yes. How you present to that situation. If you're a man, your wife is home for the day, and she cleaned like 80% of the house, didn't do dinner. She cleaned 80% of the house, did the groceries, but didn't make dinner. Okay, and you were expecting food. You're like, I really hope my wife makes food today. When you get home, you don't say, what the fuck, man? Why isn't dinner prepared? Right. You say, wow, I see you gotten a lot done today. And honestly, like, I was hoping for dinner. Maybe we could cook together.
Or maybe we can order something.
Maybe we could order something if you want to be that, like if you want, like, whatever the fuck you want. Just, like, be open. And communicate.
Yes. And just communicate. Just open your mouth and say, boom. This is, you don't, and it's like, would you say that to your mama? Like,
some of these men would. Some of these fucking men would.
House is clean, and the dinner ain't get cooked. But you know you could go in that kitchen and make yourself something. You gonna sit there and ask where dinner at? You better be happy the house is clean.
I will say right now, this isn't much of an issue for me because my boyfriend cooks better than I do. I'm not a good cook.
Okay, well, see, sometimes it works like that. That's why it's somebody for everybody. Because you know what I might not could do, the other person could fill that gap, and we're helping each other and guiding each other along. I used to have a friend that was Puerto Rican, and she had a Jamaican boyfriend, and she didn't really know how to cook. But if you ask her to cook some Puerto Rican food, you know, if she can cook it. Yeah. But as she was with him over 4+ years, girl, when she invited me over, I'm Jamaican, so I'm coming to this Puerto Rican girl house, and she cooking me some Jamaican food. So I'm like, okay, well, we about to be the judge of this.
And was it good?
Girl, that girl cooked like a real Jamaican. I closed my eyes, eat them oxtails and that rice. Like, oh my gosh, you would have thought she came right off the boat from Jamaica, because it was extraordinary. But that because she paid attention and they grew together, and he taught her how to, you know, curate that flavor. Because just like art, You have to take time with the food, and you can't just be, all right, we're gonna cook that. You know, it ain't gonna taste right. You're gonna taste the fuck up in it.
Yeah.
The no love.
You're gonna taste the
Like,
no
like I
love.
said, it's gonna be all hard probably because you ain't even try to make sure the meat was seasoned properly or cooking on the right heat. You know.
Right.
But anyways, we're gonna get to the rest of the questions. Okay, and we're back. We had to take a little side note real quick, but yeah, so you already said what your art was, you introduced yourself, and you came to a whole nother state from young, right? And you settled yourself and you made something for yourself, and you're continuing to do your art and be yourself. And fuck what everybody say, fuck the haters, because at the end of the day, you're making your life and making yourself happy. And that's what I love about it. And this is why I created the show, to show everybody that I've surrounded myself around, show people, the world, everybody that I've surrounded myself around. Paristaylor has surrounded herself around because people I surround myself around, you have to be doing something with your life. I'm sorry. Like, a lot of people can tell you I might not be talking to them no more, and it might be some petty shit. But to be honest, I want people to be elevating in life. And if you're not on the same page of me, I'm sorry, but you're gonna get left in the dark, and it's not on purpose. It's just I'm doing so many different things,
You're
and
on
you're
a
not.
mission.
Yeah, you're not in that lane. So it's like, okay, how can I fit you in there when you're not in that lane for me?
Absolutely.
And the only way that can work is if you're supporting me. So I really big up a lot of people that are supporting me that's not in the art lane, that actually be like, okay, I remember when she was doing da 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 da. The fact that you know what I'm doing and you're following up my progress and my journey, it makes me know, okay, boom, she fuck with what I got going on. He fuck with what I got going on. So, okay, cool. You know, but if you're not on it, then you're going to get left behind, because what can I do with you? There's nothing to talk about.
Right, like
there's no conversation to be had, you know. And yeah, it's sad that you have to do that, but a lot of us are people, we do end up with minimal of friends because we are on different paths than other people, and people don't understand those paths, and it's okay. You know, it's not meant for you to understand. It's meant for you to sit back and watch. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the show. You know?
You are a consumer. You should just stay a consumer.
Exactly. And it's okay. You know, I've always thought about it like, I wonder what it would be to be just a normal person that didn't have no, like,
that didn't have a passion or drive.
Not, no passion, no drive, just live to work and pay bills. Like, I bet you that would be like a great fucking life, though. Think about it, because we're not working so hard to do anything. And I'm not throwing shade at hardworking people, because we're hardworking people too. We're still working jobs, you know. But
yeah, like we got
to just focus on normal life.
But I guess, like, what is normal life? Because when I'm like, oh, I recently went roller skating. Now that's gonna be a new obsession for me. Like, I need to know how to do spins and twists on some rollerblades.
Yes,
like,
exactly. Like, I want to get into it. It's not just, I'm just gonna do it.
I'm just gonna dip my toes in this. I'm just gonna you know, try.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in it. I'm in it all the way, and then suddenly I'm like, okay, that was cool. I'm done.
Exactly.
On to the next thing.
I get to make my mind up after learning the whole skill of it. Like, okay, this is not something I want to do. Or like, for instance, people say, oh, why don't you do this or that, so you could get the money to fund into your arts. And I'm just like, because I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, and I don't want to be in a customer service field at that, where I'm gonna be rude or nasty, or I'm gonna wake up and not want to do the fucking job. And I feel like that's unfair to the people of the company, unfair to the consumers that's coming, the patients that's coming. That's so unfair. Like, I used to do the nursing stuff and tending to people, so I don't mind it. I love tending to people, but sometimes I can tell you I wake up frustrated, and I don't want to take that out on the patients. And it's not what I want to do.
Girl, you're preaching to the choir.
You have a lot of people that's just there for the money, and you could tell they're there for the money because their attitude.
Girl, you're preaching to the choir.
Yeah, you know, and it's just like, oh, how did you get this job?
Why are you even here if you're not going to pay attention? If you're not going to try? If you're not going to commit? Like, why are you here?
Exactly. You could go in the car and go, and talk shit about everybody you saw later on. But just when you're in the job scene, fake it to make it. You know what I'm saying? Just
my first job, like, my boss was like, when you enter the door, you leave your shit behind. Like, you leave your shit at the door and you come to work. And that's how I did shit ever since. Like,
ever since. And
it's just how it is.
It's a difference with how the kids are nowadays, and I'm a little upset at it because my son is about to be freaking 14, and he's not learning a lot of the stuff that I've learned by his age. By his age, I was practically an adult. I practically knew how to do everything. I got him in the line of where he knows how to do stuff in the household and stuff like that.
Yep.
But in school, they're taking a lot of subjects out, and these kids don't know how to do cursive, and they don't know how to do this or that. But they're dumbing these kids down, and my son is way ahead of what he's learning, and he's bored. Ever since Trump became president the very, very, very first time, we were living in California when this happened, and he shut it down to where he had got a scholarship when he was just 4 to be able to go into preschool, to be able to go in kindergarten, first grade, because he was teaching the kids in daycare how to read. I was teaching my son at a very young age, because when I was growing up in Jamaica, by the time I was 3, 4, I was reading, I was doing math, I knew how to do a regular school day curriculum. I knew how to function like a regular growing girl. And people, I come to America at the age of what, like 7, 8, and people are like, "Damn, she's above. Like, she's doing this." The only thing is, we moved from Brooklyn to Queens, and I guess it was a little different because I think it was a race thing, but it wasn't so much of a race thing because they showed me love. But I feel like it was because if there was a person in your skin that was from a different country, they treated them different.
Okay.
When it came to people like me, brown skin, or like Hispanics, when you could like really see that they're Hispanic, we were in a small classroom trying to learn English. And I'm like, bitch, I know English. What are you talking about? Like, British took over Jamaica. What you mean? This is English, me, I talk. We got talk both. Because you can't understand me.
Right.
You're putting me a whole grade back. When I moved from Jamaica, we moved to Brooklyn. And Brooklyn took me in. Okay, good. Took my Jamaica paperwork, everything. She's good to go. Put me in the right grade I was supposed to be in. Now my grandmother ended up buying a house for my mom because she didn't want us in the hood no more. And she was like, "Y'all gotta get out the projects. It's pissy ass hallways. I'm tired of visiting y'all. And this hallways smell like piss." So,
that's real grandma.
So she's like, "We got a house in Queens. Let's go." I'm grateful for that, but you know,
I love grandma.
love her grandma down. So we did that, and they were like, "Oh no, we can't understand what she's saying." Not only that, in Jamaica, we didn't know nothing about calculators and none of that shit. You had to learn division, short division. We learned short division, multiplication, all that stuff off the bat at a young age. So, because by the time around that era, by the time you were like maybe 14, 15, you will be done with school and going into the working world.
Okay.
So, it was a little different. Now, of course, things changed. Everything is almost the same as America, but yeah, we still learn at a higher level than what Americans are learning. And I can say it was a big culture shock for me, because I was just like, okay, well, how the hell you gonna tell me how to do my math if the answers are right?
Right. If I'm correct,
right? Why should
how I did it doesn't matter.
But they told my mom, "Oh, she has to show all her work because we don't know how she got that answer." So they were mad. They couldn't figure out the genius in me, and with them doing that, it kind of put my brain back.
Yeah, which
And
is
it
so
was just
messed
like,
up.
it's so fucked up. And I feel like it's probably worse now with kids coming from different countries. They probably putting them all the way the fuck back, because you hear about people being like 20 something and they just finished freaking high school. Like, bitch, what? What
Excuse
happened?
me?
Like, oh well, I had to do some extra class, or they put me back in this, or
Why?
I had to do overnight class, or
Overnight class? What the hell is
I
that?
remember when I was in high school, we had kids. I didn't notice until like my junior year that this was going on. Because at first I'm like, why people got babies in their school? Like, really, were they coming to sign up for school? Like, what's going on? So then I realized, after like hanging out in the after school programs, that they have like night classes for people that were behind in their grades, or trying to graduate early, or missed graduation and trying to graduate so they can catch up with their friends in college. So I was like, okay, it makes sense. People that have babies, they had a little daycare center, and I was like, okay, that's cool.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
But then you had 20-year-olds in school, and I got scammed by one. One tried to be like, oh, he was my age. He was just like a year older than me. My mom had just became a correctional officer. can't say her name, but she had just became a correctional officer and dug that nigga's name up. And she was like, he's lying. Like, he's really 20 this. This is his real name. That, like, yeah. Like, crazy. I was like, I don't think it's a good idea to be mixing this up.
No.
Got them walking into school because they have an ID so they can swipe in.
And also, like, listen, we don't address boys as, like, young people in the actions that they take, which lead to more aggressive actions towards women later on. So I don't like when older men are around young women, just because I don't think we've taught men how to have self-control.
No. Nope.
Because, oh, sweetie, it's okay. You can do whatever you want because I'm a boy mom and I just love you so much.
No.
Like, nah, I know you know.
Yeah. I don't want to use hate, but I despise women that are like that, because then you're the same woman that's upset that you get a man that can't treat you right.
Period.
This is where it starts. It starts home.
It starts in the home.
You're putting a man into the world. You need to be showing this man how it is to be taking care of home and taking care of their woman and being respectful.
Yep.
And I always teach that to any little boys around me, my son, any little boys in my family. Like, listen, this is what you need to be doing. Get it right. You was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get it right.
Seriously, teach them young.
Yeah, because you're gonna wait till they get older and you're like, bitch, you wasn't telling me this before. You ain't never told me this was right or wrong. Like, you know.
And it shows that, like, the mothers do not respect themselves enough as the mother. Like, if you're just letting your 4-year-old son already walk all over you the way that his baby daddy does, you're the problem.
You creating the problem. You are the problem. And they wonder, well, I don't know why he's like that. You're the mother.
Or worse, they're like, no, my son would never. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
I'm the one to look over at my son like, you did that? You did that? Okay, you ain't do that? All right.
But if you did that,
it's a wrap. Yeah. You already know I'm with you until I'm not with you. Because at the end of the day, yes, I'm your mom. I love you. I'm going to have your back. But if you're wrong, I'm going to tell you're wrong.
If you're wrong, like, you just gotta, you have to accept that responsibility. And that's the thing, is that men can't handle the responsibility of being in the wrong or being incorrect.
Anything. They don't want to. It's just
no, it's always somebody else's fault.
Yeah, they got to blame it. Oh, you know, it was because of this.
It's because you did this that I did that. And I'm like, okay, so you have no reaction control?
Or how to, like, you don't know how to approach the situation a little bit differently. Like, you couldn't say it. No, they don't think about it until it comes to their feelings and their emotions. That's when they're like, oh,
and how we react to
that's when they're interested. And it's weird that it's like that with these guys, but guys really do take a long time to mature. I thought it was a joke hearing it growing up, but they do. Like, and then you think about it, growing up, guys, they just play. We're thinking about our house already when we're like 6 years old. We're thinking about what job we're going to be working, what we're going to be doing. We're thinking about the greater things in life before it's even time to think about it, you know. And guys, they just live to play.
Yeah.
Like, my godmother, it's when I was like maybe 12, 13 years old, me and a few of my other god sisters and brothers. You put 5 men in one room, you put 5 women in another room. You put a basketball in each room, in the middle of the room. What do you think is going to happen?
I think the men are going to play basketball.
They're going to pick up
their
ball.
They're going to be like, yeah,
playing with it, throwing it around, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
The women are going to sit there and question it. Like, they locked us up in this room.
And with a basketball?
With a basketball? Like, we're gonna probably have a whole discussion. Like, nah, this is a whole science thing. We're gonna have a whole
setup.
Yeah, like, we're gonna discuss it before we even touch the shit. Like,
yeah,
guys just go ahead and do shit, you know. And that goes to show how much of kids they still are, you know. No matter what age they are, you give them a ball, they're gonna play with it.
And I don't want to discourage childhood wonder. I do think that we should be in contact with our child self.
Yes.
But when you are a child in situations where you should be an adult, that's where you're fucking up. That's
Yep.
where you're taking it
You
too
have to know
far.
when to
When to play with the basketball.
Yeah, turn it on and off. You know, when to play with the basketball and when not to. You gotta
When to play with the video games and when to do the fucking dishes. Like
yes. Absolutely.
Time and place, dog. Time and place.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Before I even go back into your art, I wanted to just bring up. I was viewing your Instagram. I'm gonna have her Instagram right here, guys. I was viewing your Instagram and I saw the model stuff that you were doing, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so fucking awesome! Like you're really into your element. You're into yourself. Like you're just being yourself. Some people are a little shy. You know, I remember being shy once. I'm still a little shy sometimes, but I push myself out there. Like fuck that. We're gonna be this. Like this is what we is. It is what it's gonna look fire, and that's it. I'm gonna make it look good, not the clothes, not the photographer. I'm gonna make it look good.
Period, yes.
And I would say I don't have a favorite. All of them like are bomb as fuck. I was trying to say let's pick one to talk about it, but no, all of them are fucking fire. And the captions that you have, the story behind it, and my own art, because I can look at actual pictures, not just drawings, and be able to read the person, be able to read what's going on, be able to read the happiness or what you were trying to show through the art of the clothing. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was amazing. I just want to say you look a fucking amazing.
Thank you. Yes, it was a really fun time. And I absolutely would do modeling again. The only thing is that a lot of photographers do like the idea of boudoir, and I've done it. I don't like it. It's too much emotional energy spent. I love my body. It took a while, and it's still sometimes there are times where I don't, but like I try to have the self-love that I deserve.
Yes.
And
love your way in your own way.
Yeah.
Love yourself in your own way. My bad.
And so I definitely liked the idea at first of boudoir, where I'm like, okay, I can like be confident, sexy, and all that stuff. But I also just really like being intimate with my partner, and everybody else doesn't need to know that or see that.
Right.
And so it's a I did it.
Love-hate relationship with it.
I did it once or twice, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done. But if I could do fashion modeling, like if I could model designers' clothes,
I'll definitely keep you in mind, because you know when I do my clothes and stuff, I've got a few people out here that 2-3 people out here that said, you know, when I'm ready to hit them up. So I'll keep you in mind as well. Because I'd rather have an in-person person than myself or the AI. You know, I tried the AI recently, and I'm like, it's cool, but it's like, yeah, I want somebody real rocking my stuff. I had a few models in the beginning, but they fell off. And if you're watching this, yes, I called you out. You fell off. But you know, I'm trying to create it to where, you know, I need you guys to be rock solid, stick out with me. I'm not saying do not look to model for anybody else. I don't care if you model for anybody else, but I need your face, your body, and my stuff as well. You know, and until I'm able to create a funding for us, you know, that's part of loyalty. You know, I can be able to lock everybody in. Once I see that you're here, okay, you show up every time, you do what you gotta do for me. Okay, thank you, I appreciate you. You appreciate me, and we could lock this in later on. Once I get a store, once I get any kind of deals, you're gonna be locked in. You're gonna be right there. Mind you, the time that you gave me already is already time that's documented. So you're gonna get recompensated for that. So think about it like that. You're gonna get paid for the time you put in for me from before, but it's just gonna come later on. Right now, I'm a hardworking person, just trying to make it.
We're all just trying to make it. Hardworking people.
And what you get free shit. You get free shit, and you be the first one to have it. So that when people be like, when I do make it, you be like, well, I have the original.
This is OG right here. This is top 500 designs.
Facts, exactly. So we're gonna get into her art because she has to go to work as we speak of work. Yes. So this
always
right
busy.
This is beautiful, and I'm gonna have everything for you guys to see on the camera.
This piece is called Quiet Intuition Speaking.
I love it, and I see it. I can see that. I love this. Okay.
I actually don't have a name for the other two.
And this one, look, I started singing. She was a fairy. Yeah, yeah. She was a fairy. I don't even like the song, but it rang in my head when I sing it. Cause I'm like, oh, look at the fairy. Look at the sunlight beaming in. The details is extravagant, very detailed. Like I said, I will have pictures on after the video so you guys can check it out. But go ahead and she said she doesn't have a name for it yet, but
Any name ideas? Cause
enchanting, or maybe
the idea
visual.
of the portal was like,
That's nice too.
yeah,
The portal.
yeah.
There we go. The portal. Different.
Also, I in the painting, the hope painting that
Yes.
I'm was
Yes,
talking
and
about.
the Hope painting, guys. I'm gonna have a picture of it. She's gonna send me details and stuff. I'm like, it's so freaking beautiful. It's so detailed. The blue is beautiful. The white. You got to see it to understand what I'm talking about. It's just very detailed.
Yes.
I love it, and it's not even done yet.
It's not completed. And I might rework her hair in the front. I might actually put braids instead of like, because I want her hair to look like fire into the clouds, like the fiery clouds. And I liked the like curls, but I think I want to do braids. Yeah, so
you know what I wanted to try doing? I started saving pieces here and there. It's like more pop art. I don't even know how to explain it, but I found like these silicone boobs in the art store, like spongy, almost like silicone heart. And I was like, oh, I could put it on a canvas and like make some hands, or something like cover it. Like, ooh, girl.
Yes.
And I saw something with people using the fake hair and actually putting the hair into the painting with the hair.
Oh my goodness!
So I hope I'm giving you some ideas.
You
too.
kind of are, cause yes.
I've seen. I'm like, oh, I can try that.
Yes. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Actually, like, hold on. Hang on.
And this is last but not least, and this was my favorite one, and I forgot to tell her to bring it, but she brought it anyway, so that was God. This right here. Look at this, guys. I don't know if it speaks to you how it speaks to me, but this says so much, and I feel like showing anybody else, like you will have your own thoughts that will pop up, and it speaks so much volumes. The guy or female, I'm not sure if it's a guy or female, but to me it looks like a powerful man who's rediscovering himself, who's looking up to the spiritual world. Like, thank you. He's grateful. He is embracing life. He is taking in the awe of the moment of a new beginning. Like, and when I say new beginning, is the flowers remind me.
The crown of flowers.
Yes, the crown of flowers remind me of new beginnings and hope and what's the word I'm looking for? Bountifulness. That's what I can say. More bounty will be coming. Like, this is a beautiful fucking piece.
Thank you. I love that.
And
piece.
This is Raynie. But yes, my cousin is Raynie. We call her Rain. Her name is Doreen. We call her Raynie. My other friend, her name is Lorraine. We call her Rain. And then you are Raynie. So there we go. I got a lot of rain in my life. I love water. So there you go. But
what's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Period. You do love your water.
I love water. Put me by the water, and I could be angry as fuck. Just put me by the water, and that is my antidote. Apart from the garden, the garden and trees.
Yes, I'm a mountains girly. Put me in the mountains.
Yes, when I used to go in California, it used to be like this big mountain. You could see the whole city, and I used to go up there.
My goodness.
And kick that.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, smoke my little tree and just enjoy the rest of the day. But I'm so happy that you joined me today on Glow with Paris. We will be coming back and with some more updates with stuff and things like that. And hopefully by then we'll be in a room. We just starting. You got to start from somewhere. Build a foundation. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't start now, you'll never start.
Never start. You'll be stuck saying the same thing forever.
Yes, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see every step. Yes. I was listening to your music as I was putting my makeup on, getting in the mood, getting in the vibe, feeling it.
Yes. I appreciate that. That made me blush.
Stream Paristaylor, no space.
Make sure. And you heard that? Paristaylor, no space. You got it.
I'm already on it.
No space. Yes, because there'll be a lot of Paristaylor. I didn't even know so many Paristaylor. Like, where did those Paristaylors come from? Yeah. When I created the name for myself, I remember Googling it and nothing popped up. And then all of a sudden, it's all these Paristaylors. I'm like, okay, well, shit, I paid for my name, so clock that. But anyways, thanks for chilling with us on Glow with Paristaylor. And check out Rain. I'm gonna have her Instagram and everything popped up. And I'm gonna sneak this in there. I don't know how you feel about it. I'm still gonna sneak it in there. You see all this dope artwork. When you check her Instagram out, hit her up if you need like your bag. You need her to draw some shit on it. You need
Commission's open.
yep. She'll give you the price and all of that. But yeah, support. Okay.